Hello and welcome to Anjiro USA platform. Yes, so I want to talk a little bit about hosting of DV lottery winners. Yeah, so for those who got the results last year, that is for DV lottery 2025, I know you are going on with the processing of your diversity visas. I was checking today from the visa bulletin, and I noted for this month of January 2025, if you come from Africa, those with case number 20,000 and below, they should now be getting the visa availability, the 2NL. I had also a follower who was asking me the same question. And I think for next month, I noted like if you have from Africa, if you have a case number like 22,000 and below, your visa should be available, getting your 2NL in order to be invited for your interviews. Now, hosting is always a big deal. If you don't have know any person here, if you don't know who can host you, it is always a big question I get from the followers. Now, I know if you are a single, you are lucky most of the time because there are people who host, in particular singles, at a fee. But the big question remains, how about if I am a single mom with a kid or kids? How about that? Who can host me? We put kids into the equation. That is where I want to talk about in this video. Because hosting people without kids is a little bit easier. Why? Because they will be able to navigate the system a little bit easier to begin with. They will be able to work. When they arrive here, it will be just work. But if you have kids in the equation, you will be thinking about work, as well as your kids have to go to school. And your work schedule and your children's school schedule must align. You have to balance that out. So there's this idea that really came into my mind. And actually, I was sharing with another DV lottery winner who was lucky to get that. That's what I want to share with you guys. If you are a single parent, a single mom here in US, and being a single mom, you are alone, and you have kids who are going to school, you agree with me, it's not easy. When you have children going to school, and you're trying to navigate your work schedule alongside your children's school schedule, it's not easy. It's not. So if you're out there and you're here in the US and you know that you can be in a position to host another single mom with a kid, so that both of you are on the same page. You're single moms, you have kids who have to go to school. That way you will co-work, supporting each other. Yeah? That can be very helpful. I want to encourage all single moms who are in the US and you have found it a little bit challenging navigating the work schedule alongside your children school schedule. Please reach out. Let us plan these things, because I have people who always reach out to me and they want to know how can they find host. And in particular for those with kids, single moms with kids, if they can come together with single mom with kids here in America, and you come together, you host them for a few months, you help each other, you support each other, settling down. Yeah, one can go night shift, the other one can do day shift. Like, you can always come up with a plan such that it's a support system. Because what is important here in America is what we call support system. When you have such a support system, you can be able to scale high and high and high. In particular, when you have kids who are going to school and you want to work, If you're alone, sometimes you feel you're so limited. You cannot do much. You can't, because your kids have to be dropped at school at a certain time, and they have to be picked from school at a certain time. Most of the jobs, in particular, you're required to have reported if you're working day, maybe by 8, or even some jobs before 8. And you realize some, if your kids are still at elementary, they are still young, that is below 12 years of age. Most of the elementary schools here, the kids will report around 9:15 a.m. So you see, it's a challenge, because when you are supposed to be working, now you have to be there to drop your kids to school and also to pick them. They are picked earlier. Normally, the normal working hours. Just giving an example of where I am, I know I drop my kids at around 9 and I have to pick them around 3 p.m. So those are still working hours. So it is really, really a big challenge. But if you have somebody whom you are sharing the same situation, like single mom, you have kids around the same age, they are school going kids, it becomes easy, because you can align your schedules. You can know, this time I'm going to be working, this time you'll be home, you'll be able to pick kids. Then life can be very, very easy, because here you need a support system. And so hosting of single moms with kids, I think it would be a great idea if I have people who can reach out and let's organize this. If you know that you are here in US, you're a single mom, you can be in a position to host another single mom with kids and work out your schedules like that, support each other. That can be awesome, and you can avoid several, situations which bring stresses. Of knowing, how do I go about all this? How do I navigate this system? And you can find yourself doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And this is open. Even if you're there and you know that you have a family, or you can be able to host a family. Because I think what I have found out is that we are having challenges hosting families with kids. Please reach out. Let me know that you're there, so that I can always connect you with people who are in need. Imagine, be a blessing to someone else for some time, to help someone settle down. I hope this makes sense. And this is yours, Wanjiro USA, always sharing to impact. And I can't wait to have several people, come aboard and say, we are here. We understand what you're saying, and we are here to help. Bye-bye for now. Yes.